a dramatic ass shot for no reason.
That's how we cut. That's how, the Gerard Carmichael. That's how we cut in, bro. That's right. Start the show, bro.
Episode 2. Ooh.
A mere 5 months later.
No, not too much time has passed.
Not too much time has passed. A lot of shit happened, but no excuses. We're gonna try to get back on it. Today we're here at the lake. As y'all can see, there's no need for me to even say that since y'all have eyes.
We got these little ducks pulling up on the shore next to us.
Yep. Honestly, we didn't even know where we were gonna have this conversation. Like we knew the place, we didn't know exactly what the conversation was gonna be about. As you can see, we're trying a small setup here because we should be able to give you guys our next episode at 3 Joints Miami, which is it's gonna be pretty cool. We'll talk about weed, I guess.
Yeah, drug festival.
Moral questions about drug festivals. Let's ruin the atmosphere. Let's have a really serious conversation. But I don't know. Today I figured it would be a good place. We were kind of talking about it beforehand. It was like this whole big ass thing happened with the fucking dudes that pushed over this big ass rock.
Oh yeah, there was. Okay, so I was reading this thing on Instagram about how these guys were at I think a national park, and they pushed over a really big rock and watched it shatter, and there was outrage. People were mad that they broke a rock. They were like 12,000-year-old sediment broken by tourists. And I'm not gonna lie, I was reading it, I was like, I like breaking rocks too. I'm not gonna lie, like I could see why they would have done it, and I didn't know if the rock was important. Like, was there some kind of cultural significance to it? Was it just legit some random rock?
Was it a big rock? No, tell them what the title was, bro, for the article.
I did. It was the 12,000-year-old sediment, but
no, they said geological fucking structure. That just means rock, bro. Stop trying to we've always talked about this when we were talking about the twerk girl on the commentary side of this channel. Bro, you were right in the shot, bro.
There was a spider on me.
Nah, bro. You take that bite, man, for the shot.
Become Spider-Man. Pain is temporary.
For the gram, man.
Film is forever.
We were talking about all this flowery talk that they were doing on, cause she was talking about the art of twerk.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, bro, y'all love doing this shit, trying to add more importance and little flavor to these fucking regular ass. It's a rock, bro.
Yeah, bro,
geological structure.
You gotta dress these things up, bro. It's out of our hands. Just like if you put in a job application, you're not gonna be like, oh, I work for Uber Eats. You're gonna be like, I work in food transportation.
I always thought that was so stupid,
cleaner,
bro.
That's how you get it. That's how you get these jobs with a fake degree.
And you know what? All that shit that I hated from then it's the same shit. That's the reason. That whole, we all think it's socially okay to do shit like that is the reason things are in the turmoil that they're in, verbally, and in verbal communication. Right. Because, bro, why you gotta call it a geological structure just to add emphasis on the fact that it's important? It's still a rock,
Should I pull up this article? I want details. I can't.
We can't.
We're shooting on our phones. I promise we'll look it up after this, but
we'll add an insert here if we do.
Yeah, for the graphic. Yeah. But I was just I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm exploring nature and I see some giant rock and a huge cliff to push it off of and watch it break and watch those physics happen, I'm absolutely doing it. If I'm on a tall bridge and I got a big rock and there's a lake down there, I'm throwing it in the lake. I want to watch these things. And I was honestly shocked that people were so mad.
Just the sheer observation of the physics of it.
I was reading, I agree. And I was reading
how y'all like that? Y'all like that I said, he said I want to watch it faster just for the sheer observation of the physics. How y'all like that? How y'all like that? It changes things, don't it?
I really do. And I don't see the big deal if it's just some random rock. And I'll correct it. I'll put a little graphic in here if it's not. But from what I read, y'all were mad. People in those comments were outraged because they broke an old rock. Nigga, rocks break all the time. It's called a rock site.
Yeah, but it's an old rock, bro. It's an old rock, bro.
Yeah, it's not like they blew up the fucking Grand Canyon.
It has no cultural significance.
That's what I'm saying. If it were some sort of landmark, okay. But just a big ass rock, come on,
That's what we're upset about. Y'all, and this is the shit that I was talking about off camera, and I was trying to hold the rant till now. But you shut up, bro. Y'all talking about like y'all care about the environment. Y'all don't got bigger fish to fry. Y'all, what about the oil in our fucking water? What about the thinning of our ozone? What about the record temperatures we're hitting day after day for the past like 5 years?
What about the heat death that happened in not too far from where we live? I got a friend working on the legislature to have that not happen anymore currently because a migrant worker fucking died, heat death, because they wouldn't give this guy a break, and the temperatures are higher than they've ever been. Right where we live, bro. People dropping dead. And y'all still out here, climate deniers. Don't get me started, dude.
Bro, we put up a short, and maybe it'll get tossed on the screen. About like, I realized that this was maybe in the way of your shot, was it? Or no?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, well I'm gonna move it up here just in case. Like, we posted a video of this like fungus that's from Among Us. Not the fungus Among Us. No, from fucking The Last of Us. That like the one it's based off of in the real world, and how heat is what's causing it to like the climate change, rising temperatures.
Is causing it to adapt to higher temperatures because that's what life does.
Thank
Darwinism.
You. I tied my tongue. I got tongue tied there almost again too. I've been stuttering a lot lately. It's because y'all got my fucking blood pressure up, bro. I don't know how to focus. It's just hate in my heart for y'all, bro.
That's not what it is, bro. I've been slipping acid in all his morning coffees. He's slowly losing grip with reality.
Fuck it, bro. I mean, we all gonna die in a couple weeks. The earth is in shambles, bro. Like, it's honestly egregious, bro. It's horrendous.
He's kidding, guys. I don't actually believe the world's about to end in a couple weeks. I want to make that clear.
Not literally
there were people who, when this solar eclipse just happened, the solar eclipse just passed for us. And when it just happened, bro, there were people who were like, they thought it was over. Like, they thought it was time for the world to end. Some people thought it was religious. There was just one lady who was in the news because she murdered her boyfriend, threw her baby onto a freeway from a speeding car, and drove herself into a tree. And before she did that on the eclipse, she was going on through social media, going on all these ramblings about how the end was near and it was time to repent and it wasn't too late to take action. And unfortunately, the signs were there.
Bruh, we had grown men at the place we were working at talking about it was a black hole crossing our sky.
Oh yeah.
It's like, yo,
we were talking to people at work and everybody had so many different theories on what the solar eclipse actually was. Some people were saying it wasn't real, the moon wasn't real. Some people were saying the moon doesn't actually bounce light, it glows like an orb.
Like it has its own
Somebody said the moon's not real at all. What we're actually seeing is a black hole cross the earth, because a black hole can be as close as the moon and there will be no damage to the planet. Because that's how that works.
The moon's not real, bro. How can you even land on it? That was verbatim said.
That was said.
Whatever,
it was wild, bro. I felt it was like a fever dream,
so
honestly.
I just think it's odd that that's like the hill that y'all are sending cops after these people that pushed over a rock. Like, that's not even a law. How can you go after someone for something that isn't, how would they, because it's not like it's a law that, oh, you just don't know and most people know it. It's not a law at all, as far as I know. You can't.
As far as I know, I'm honestly dying to read this article because I felt like it went right over my head. Like, I don't get it. Y'all are mad they pushed over a big rock. I thought we did that all the time. I thought that was normal. I didn't think it was a big deal.
Bro, and I also saw this story of these people who, like, a magpie, like a big crow-looking bird, had fallen out of a tree and like when it was a baby, so they took it in and like helped nurse it back to health, and it always had the option to leave, bruh, but it just bonded with the dog, and they started posting about it because it's like, you know, cute animals and shit on the internet. They do well and they love the magpie and they love their dog, and bruh, people were so outraged that they called authorities on them to have them separated from the magpie, even though the magpie was free to leave whenever it wanted.
Separated, why?
Because they weren't able to give it the care that it was supposed to receive. Where were y'all when the magpie was on the floor?
Jesus Christ, bro.
Bruh, and then they had to go through all this training to get licenses.
That the magpie was actually like doing, it was choosing to be there. It wasn't held.
It was not
prisoner. It's not like when y'all get these lions and shit, dogs, or these dogs, you know, these little breeds that like barely breathe or walk or exist, and you put them in a cage and have them on a leash all day. That's a prisoner. If they just have this bird outside and they're chilling and the bird flies around and comes back, I think that's more of a pet than a lot of you people have. just having your dog in the backyard all day. But
no, that's okay, bro. That's okay.
Yeah.
But how dare you have this cool animal?
bro, I've seen huskies down here in Florida. My nigga, this is a snow dog. What are you doing with a husky in Florida, bro? That is selfish. That's cruel. That's cruel. But God forbid I got this magpie. See, that's where I draw the line.
And it goes to the other side too, bro, because it's like y'all on the internet love yapping no matter what the situation is, bro. This lady had a husky. She lives in a snowy area. The husky likes being outside, basically covered in snow. Like he will literally make like a little igloo of himself and just leave his like nose and eyes out. And she's trying to get him to come inside and he won't. And they're like, oh, you abusing that dog. Why you let him be out there in the snow? Like, he likes it.
That's his environment, bro.
That's what he likes.
That's his environment.
And she literally made a whole TikTok, bro, about opening the door and telling him, yo, come inside. And when she finally forced him to come inside, the dog was like physically upset.
But you're abusing him. I don't like the cold personally, so that dog is just me. Put him back in the house.
He's me there, but when he homeless and I'll kill him.
Yeah. I don't want any strays in my neighborhood.
Jesus, bro. Like, I don't know, man. And I hate that we're like here in nature where I feel like that's the end of the sentence. I hate that we're here in nature. We come out to this really nice place and to discuss like nature, right? This is the issues that we're describing. I guess that's kind of the topic of this episode is nature and how humans suck at interacting, integrating, talking about, doing things about nature.
Sometimes there's cool stuff. There's cool interactions with nature.
But there's like, far more like problematic ones tied to humanity than there are positive ones. Because the positive ones are more individualistic. The problems are more like on a grand scale.
Oh, I see what you mean. Because I was about to give examples, but they are more specifics. Like Team Seas or Team Trees or Mr. Beast. They do a lot of great work for the environment. It's really cool. I heard about these scientists that were working on this plastic-eating microbe that that they would put into the ocean, and that could work on some of the pollution. And, you know, there's some groups scattered around that are doing some good work, very good work. I have a friend that works for a nonprofit organization that's, you know, trying to.
You say that like I don't know her.
I'm just talking to the audience.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, you know all of this stuff. None of this is news to you. But yeah, she works in like this thing called Clio, and they do a bunch of cool stuff for the environment and educating the youth and putting them in contact with people who make the laws and teaching them how to talk to them. But you know, there's still some bad stuff. I think it's okay to acknowledge it all and talk about all the different factors at play.
Yeah, just
especially
like
so
even
we can get better as a group.
Yo, Cleo, bring us on, bro. We would love to talk on a podcast, but only bring us on if you're gonna like be okay with us talking for real. Because I love what y'all are doing and I love what y'all stand for. But bro, it pisses me off so much that the politicians will basically just like try to shrug y'all off, one, and two.
And use them, bro. Use them for social points. Like sit there and take photo ops, shaking your hand to be like, look, I'm hip. I'm talking to the hippies and the people that care about the earth. But then when it's time to sign those bills, but with this lobbying, big bro's just offering me more bands. I'm gonna have to take it.
And it's
fuck the law. I'm
gonna
go around your back. Yeah, bro. Like I have names. I'm not trying to start drama, but I have a name, bro. I have a photo to a face, and it's crazy the blatant disregard these people have for holding their word.
Yeah, and we'll reach out to one of your reps if they go, yeah, this probably isn't a little piece that we want to even be involved with. Then we'll even like bleep out the name, maybe. I don't know. We'll handle it reasonably.
I don't know, but I'm a free agent, and if I see a hypocrite, I'm willing to call it out. And I don't think y'all should be hiding from calling out liars who are working.
Nah, you're right. Redacted.
Yeah, like I don't know, bro.
I did that because I don't want to get our friend in trouble, but we got several friends at Clio, and y'all don't know which one we talking about.
That's facts. Like actually a lot. It's pretty cool.
And I'm allowed to have an opinion. If that was the case,
I can have an opinion on people lying, period.
Yeah.
As a citizen.
And if that's upsetting, then like, you know, then I revoke my like of you in general.
What else, man? What's cool about nature? I just started growing tomatoes at my front lawn. It's pretty cool. This is the first time I've seen a vegetable grow from my own home.
I hear it's very satisfying.
It is really fucking cool. I fed a tomato to my dog Bella. She's so ugly, but she really loved that tomato. She tore that shit up And it was cool, man. It makes me want to grow more stuff. I'm curious about the soil.
I mean, we need
that we
practice
have, what
with
it
that
can
anyway.
support. Yeah, man, I'm really trying to get into agriculture. I think it's so sick.
Yeah.
Especially, I forget the exact name for it, but there's like this style of growing plants that's not the typical style.
Hydroponic or aeroponic.
No, but I'm interested to know what that is. But there's
That's
this
the ones where you stack them up. You ever seen that?
stack them up.
Yeah, so you'll get like, I'll just go quickly so you don't forget where you're at, but you basically take like these little containers, often 3D printed ones, that have like, you know, little holes around the edge. It's like a cylinder with holes around the edge, and they all connect. And you put like water at the bottom of one of them, and that water gets, there's hydroponic and aeroponic, so they use different ways of like using that same water source for all the greens.
Mm-hmm.
But basically you're able to harvest and grow a lot more because you're able to grow vertically.
Oh, instead of having to take up land, you just go up.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. So the one I have, I don't know the name. I'll put it in the video because it's in my notes. Like I could just find it in my phone, but it's this style of planting where you put different plant species, like their spacing to each other. The way you grow them is ideal for
for each other, the mutual beneficial
yeah,
ones.
like
What's that shit called?
I forget, but
It's called like jungle, a jungle garden.
Yeah,
or some
something
shit
like that. But even like the way you could plant these plants in reference to each other, in and of itself, can keep insects out of your crops. That shit's incredible. It's not the typical way of. It's not like the family-friendly, sold to consumer style of agriculture. Because
yeah, but
that
was
actually not good.
No, yeah, and it was sold to people like in the early, like it was
just
1900s
so that people who had those businesses could flourish. They were like, oh, you know, just plant like us, you know, just get rows of stuff, get these starter products that you really don't need a lot of the time. You could start harvesting potatoes yourself with just 2 inches of mulch in your backyard, which is crazy. And not even that often water. They don't even need much to grow. There's a lot of stuff you could do yourself. Green onions, when you get those from the store, you could bring those back home. You could put them in a cup with water and they could just grow infinitely. You could have fresh green onion forever. And there's a lot of little tips and tricks like that that aren't popularly known because it's not profitable for other companies. But I think that's ugly. I think more people should know. I think a lot of people should be able to eat fresh food all the time.
I feel like we're heading back in that direction. Like I've noticed, and maybe it's because my feed is more curated towards me, and I want to have an ambulance and like travel and, you know, grow food and shit like that. But
and being friends with Clio employees.
Yeah, like maybe our feeds are more curated towards that stuff. But I do see more and more people being like outraged with how our planet and our systems to handle our planet are in place. Right. And more people are like, yo, I want to just fuck off and grow my own shit and not even worry about any, you know, groceries for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess to wrap it up, keep these episodes short for you guys. Dude, enjoy nature for what it is. Take care of it more often.
While we have it, dude. Some of these animals are not gonna make it, unfortunately. A lot of this ice, bro, is moving away at speeds that, you know, we weren't prepared for. These animals are having to spend more time swimming that they aren't evolved for. You know, there might be someone alive today who will also still be alive when there aren't polar bears anymore. Yeah. And that's very saddening.
That's sad as hell. Yeah.
That's so sad, man. I think there's a lot of situations like that and a lot of animals like that we can lose if we're not, I don't know, man, more.
Some of them we're already gonna lose.
Yeah,
like polar bears are basically mixing into grizzlies and whatnot. Like, I think what we're trying to do with this episode is, yo, enjoy nature, bro. It's here. Look at this. This in and of its own, and this is a man-made lake. But the way it makes you feel, it doesn't just make you feel grounded for no reason. This is part of our history, part of our like physiological needs is to be outdoors, to receive sunlight, to eat properly,
fresh foods, fresh animals,
you know, like, and on top of that, like, who knows what's gonna happen. World War III could be in progress as we speak. Like, just try to get outside and enjoy a little bit of peace, man. Like,
for what is right now, you know.
Right.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed, but right now, right this second, you can take a deep breath and appreciate what you have around you.
Yeah, even if it's just going outside and sitting under a tree and just
at
enjoying
a man-made lake.
At a man-made lake. There's parks, there's, you know, places you can kayak and stuff. Is
Yeah.
just try to get out there a little bit, and if it resonates with you, man, make sure you keep doing it. You never know. Things are dying in California. Shit just sets on fire out of nowhere. I like how we don't talk about that anymore.
It'll be on fire for weeks at a time. But hey, you know, it's not here.
It's LA, bro.
It's not here.
It's not happening to us.
Hollywood.
We've actually had comments where people are like, "Oh, it's weird that y'all are even." It's not like they did it. It's not like they said it to y'all. Why are y'all worried about it?
Yeah, like basic empathy is unreasonable.
Yeah, when we were discussing things about people being particularly racist, like they ain't said it about y'all. So what are y'all concerned about? Crazy. Y'all seem to have the same view on fucking everything. It's like until the problem's on their doorstep, they don't care anymore.
Until my house is on fire, climate change ain't
and
real.
then they're like, why isn't anybody helping me? What kind of people are y'all? Like you, bruh. Like you. That being said, guys, don't be one of those dickheads.
Yeah, and also if you're an artist, there's this thing you could do. You could work at a national park. You could live there for free, just making art for them. I'll put a link in the description. I'll put some of the article on the screen right now. It's cool stuff you could do to get connected to nature right now if you can't afford it. Look into it if you think it's something that might be good for you.
We'll also link away to some of Cleo's stuff if y'all want to check out their podcast and see what they're doing and support them. They tend to fill us in on news and things that are happening.
Sprinkle some feel-good links in there, you know? It's just not all the doom scrolling you're used to, just some stuff you could read and be like, oh, that's
it's
I
nice,
get a little bit of comfort.
It's something I can do.
Something I could hope, something I could work toward.
Make sure you get outside a little bit today. Take a little walk, take a deep breath, and then come back inside and keep watching our videos. Make sure you guys come back for next time. Here's a couple more things on the screen. Make sure you guys come back.
I got Pierre in this bitch. Yeah, I got these hoes in this bitch. Yeah, carrots they all in my ear.